We are using the thread, the normal regular black thread. That's after combing the whole hair out, making sure that every part of the hair is properly combed out. This is still a natural hair, not retouched hair or not relaxed hair. Tie it round, tie it very firm so that the face will look good. Now we are using a hair wax. The regular hair wax I made mention of. While brushing, use your tail comb, bring out the baby hairs in front so that you don't brush everything all back to the main hair. Bring out some baby hairs in front to use for the baby hair, and then apply your wax with the toothbrush or any brush of your choice, and use the split gel or got2b spray for it to hold it down. I used the styling mousse to help me get the baby hair well styled or well laid. Just you can use styling mousse. It will help you get the proper movement of your baby hairs before you apply the Gorilla Glue or the normal regular white gel. After that, I will braid up the remaining part of the hair before placing my bun. So this is my bun I told you about. How I achieved it is in the previous video. Just hold it. This one I decided to sew it down. So you can actually sew down a bun, and you can use pin, the black bubble pins, to hold it down. I used the black expression attach rich braid. Then I had to cut it into cutting two. That's the normal cutting two. Cut it where they have a band that divide it equal into two. So I had to cut it with scissors into two. And now I divided into like several portions. I think one of the ones I divided into two, I took one out. I divided it into like 4 or 5, and I sewed it down on the hair, like on the roots of the bun. I had to sew it down. So just watch what I'm doing. I twist the attachment. After twisting the attachment, I bring out a little portion, like I was bringing out some strands of the attachment, not pulling it out, but bringing it out a little bit to form a coily pattern, more like a telephone coil. Yes, to form a telephone coil pattern. So I do it like that. Place it up straight, not slant. I place it up straight. Now I had to use the attachment needle and thread. I sew down the up part of it. Now return it back again. I return it back again to that same line, but on a different side, just to maintain a movement, a particular movement, an up and down movement. That's up and down movement. The extra strand that is remaining, I have to fold it inside the bun. I got another attachment, another portion of the attachment. Just watch the size I'm holding. Repeated the same thing. I had to sew this one down from another angle. Just stylishly do your thing. If you're making yours, sew it down from another angle, but maintain this pattern, so you achieve the same result. So after sewing it down, then the next thing is to twist it. Then after twisting, you bring out what is it called? As you're twisting, you're pulling out some strands. As you're twisting, you're pulling out some parts of the hair. You're twisting, so it will give you this telephone coil kind of look. So far so good. This is what we've achieved with it, and then we'll continue with the same pattern around the whole hair. Now we'll move to the other right. Sorry, we'll move to the other part of the hair. I think it's her left hand side. So what I'm rubbing on the attachment is either you use a hair cream or a regular white gel. I prefer using a regular white gel to hold it down, and then later on apply oil, sheen, and all that to make it shine. But if you don't have a regular white gel, you can use a normal hair cream, apply on it just to make it shine, but it won't hold down all those flying particles of the hair or flying parts of the hair, those little strands. And here we are actually done making the whole hair, or rather styling the whole hair. I'm just trying to like use the edge control or eco styling gel to hold down some of our natural hair that is not properly laid down. I'm trying to hold down those parts of the hair that is not properly laid down. Yeah, and trimming out the tiny particles of the hair that are out, tiny strands. After styling, and there is a space more like in any part of the hair, you can use the small black bubble pins to hold it, or rather to cover it. So lastly, I applied, or I sprayed the got2b spray all over the hair, just to make sure that every part of the hair holds and stands the way I styled it. Yeah. There's a glue I bought in the market. It's called B6000, mostly used by tailors for beading clothes. So I used it on this hair. I applied the glue and now place the bead there. It will hold. It's just to help me hold the bead on the hair, because with the beads I use are not all those normal ones you bead with thread. No, I just picked up beads one by one and used it for styling. Depends on the inspiration that comes to your head. And here we are done. Welcome the bride. Isn't this beautiful?